All right, let's go. If you're tired of not feeling fit, tired of just not having a focus, tired of just not having the financial resources that you deserve, this is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. This is the Live 100 podcast, the place you come to break the habits that no longer serve you so you can live the life you truly desire. So here we are. It's Christmas. It's holiday season. And with all of the joy, all of the fun, all of the miracles, all of the magic comes a lot of anxiety, comes a lot of regret, comes a lot of pent up just angst, because at many points we potentially are going to be with or around people that ultimately maybe we've had some disagreements with, or we've had some tension with, we've had some discord, we've had some lack of understanding, and yet we go through this and potentially there's more fallout, there's more anger, there's more regret, there's more distaste, and then another year goes by and here we are again. And with this Christmas, right, that could be twofold. It could have been a big year where you faced a lot of struggle, a lot of things that have not gone your way. We've seen, the inflation run wild. We've seen, job loss. We've seen other things happen in society. And you may say that, man, I just really wish this would just get past as soon as possible. However, it never really passes us. It's something that's in front of us. And many times, the people that we're closest with, we give them the worst of our energy. And you can think about this, right? You will never talk to another person like you talk to yourself. You will never talk down to another person. You will never say words to another person like you mentally have the thoughts, have the desires, have the feedback for yourself. Except for close family, close friends, right? Sometimes we're so hard on them as well because they're the ones who are just in our line of fire because they're around us at all times. Yet we'll see a stranger, we'll see someone out there and we'll never talk to a person like that. And so for this holiday season, for this Christmas, can we make a point to simply just forgive and have an understanding that we are not alone facing struggles. We are not alone facing challenges. We are not alone going through hard times. And when we put all this hate or anger or disgruntled feedback upon others that are so close to us, it never helps us get to the future of what we truly desire, and that's resolution. I don't want to live a life of regret, and I know that you're here looking to live your best life, that you do not want to have regret to. You do not want to look back and say, if only. We can only look forward. We can only move forward. We can only find the next chance to do something better than what we had done before. So I ask you, if you're at odds with someone, if you're at a point where something is not in agreement, right? What if today you put out your hand? What if you put out the olive branch? Instead of waiting for somebody else and saying, oh, they have to do it or they owe me, what if we just put it behind us? What if you were the one who bridged the gap? What if you were the one who put out there to reconcile? And, it may not get you exactly where you want to be, but what if we could just take the chip off our shoulder? What if we could just get past saying, oh, it's them, it's them, it's them. What if we could just get back to, what, this is important in my life for me to set amends and to me to make progress. Life is about finding a way to be better and finding a way to have progress and finding a way to just fortify relationships that honestly are worthy in my life and worthy in your life. And many times, because of just close relationships, we get our feelings hurt because we feel like one party is not living up to what you anticipate or you think should be the level of what they should do. But what we forget to do is we forget to have that conversation with the other party, right? We forget to actually speak to them to make sure that they're on the same page with what your expectation is. I would see this so many times within couples that work in real estate, is that they both think differently, right? But yet one is assuming the quote unquote responses that they should get, right? So you may have a husband who's out there working 20 hours a day, doing all these things, thinking that they're carrying the business forward, building a real estate empire, right? And then the wife is not happy with that approach, right? And the man is saying, I'm doing all these things, I'm getting all these things done, I'm making all this stuff happen. Why isn't she with it? And because he never goes and actually asks the question to the wife, he misses the fact that all she's looking for is him to be present, to be home with the family so they can grow, and she doesn't want this real estate empire. That's not what she's looking for. So we have two different people both thinking that they're serving the relationship in a way, but because you're not communicating, neither are getting what they want. And for most of the time in most of our life, we lack actually communicating with the other side to truly make sure that we're engaging in a way that's truly carrying a relationship forward. So instead of thinking through what the response is, thinking through what the answer is going to be, instead of thinking through what is going to be the actual outcome, why don't we just go make the outcome by actually doing the work to go and save a relationship or create a relationship or build a relationship that's been lost. We don't need to have hate in part of our life. We don't need to have disagreement. Now, is there going to be discourse? Is there going to be times when we don't see eye to eye with others? Yes. But we can still live past those disagreements. It's time to bring back the united family. It's time to just create new ways for us to build stronger together and not new ways to be at odds. There's no reason to continue to be at odds with one another. The holiday season is great because we get to be around a lot of people, and it does not have to be in angst or just in to make you anxious. And if you feel like you're not living up to what you should be, well, then now it's time for you to look back on yourself and say, okay, it's time for me to get to work. So next year, when I see family again, I feel confident that I'm going out there to give my best self and be my best self. We all need each other to grow together. We need you to live your strongest life, to let go of things that have created rifts before. I mean, trust me, you don't want to be going forward 5 or 10 or 20 years and saying, you know what, honestly, that was a waste of time, that dispute, that part of just disagreement. But now I wasted a decade just not talking to someone that I really cared about because we couldn't agree and see eye to eye. Today's your day to take the higher road. Today's your day to go and look at a way that you could bring the relationship back to what it actually is, a relationship. It all starts with us. And if we want to be leaders and we want to be the men and we want to go and stand strong, then it's time for us to actually go and stand strong. And sometimes that's for us to say we're sorry. And sometimes that's for us to say I was wrong. And sometimes it's for us to seek forgiveness, even if we're not fully at fault, because that's what it's going to take to be a man, to lead the family forward and to lead forward in our own lives. So that's what I ask for you in 2024, on a massive note, where you went out and put yourself out there to be your best self and help carry forward some relationships that potentially have been struggling for weeks, months, years, decades. It takes you, it takes me, it takes all of us. And today's your time to step up and show up. All right, that's what I have for today. This is the Live 100 podcast. If you can do anything, go down there and leave us an honest rating and review. Even if you're like, you know what, not what I want, put it down there in a review. Let me know. Give us some feedback. We appreciate all of you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Huge end of the year. Huge beginning coming. Let's do this.